This is how I make my potato flake sourdough pizza. I made my potato flake sourdough last night. It's been proofing overnight. If you want to learn how to do that, go check out my last video. So, spray my hands. And then I punch it down. And I kind of scrape the sides and fold it over on itself. I usually make 2 loaves with 1 batch of dough. So today I'm making 1 loaf, and with the other half, I'm gonna make pizza dough. I just used the regular bread recipe. That's the pizza dough. So I'm gonna split this in half, and then I'm going to just take the dough, put it in this container, and leave it in the fridge overnight. You don't have to weigh. I just like to weigh because I like to split it directly in half, but you definitely don't have to. Okay, this one's 811, this one's 807. I'm gonna make the bigger one the pizza. We're having friends over tomorrow. We're gonna have pizza. This I will shape in my loaf later. And I don't shape it or anything. I punched it down. I just kind of, I guess, knead it for a minute, and then I take it and I just put it in this container. I like these containers. They're the perfect size. They're very inexpensive. When I do 2, I just put them in separate containers. So I'm gonna leave this in the fridge for, well, not a full 24 hours because we're having this for lunch tomorrow, but it's 8:40 a.m. I'm gonna leave this in the fridge. When I wake up, I'm gonna take it out, let it come to room temp, and then shape it, put my toppings, and we'll cook it. So I'll see you tomorrow and we'll do the rest. I made the dough yesterday. It's just the regular bread dough, and this has been sitting in the fridge overnight. I woke up early this morning, got it out of the fridge, set on the counter so it could be about room temp. I could let it get a little bit warmer, but we want this for lunch, so I'm gonna go ahead and shape it. So I just have a parchment paper. I sprayed it with oil, and I'm gonna get this on it. I spray my hands a little bit. So I just start shaping it kind of in a rectangle, kind of pulling it. It's easier to work with when it's room temperature, and it does bounce back, but if you just kind of shape and press, you can let it sit for 15 minutes, rest, come back and do it a little bit more. That's why I'm starting it now, so we can have this for lunch. So just kind of press it out. And you can do this to the thickness of your liking. We'll do that to make the rectangle. We like to cook this on the Traeger. It is absolutely delicious. It takes 25 minutes. My husband just throws it on there. I always do a rectangle because it's just an easier shape for me to grab with my pizza thing, and honestly it's just an easier shape to shape. So I'll keep doing this. This isn't bouncing back a ton, so that means that it's mostly room temperature. If you have to rush it and pull it out of the fridge and rush this, it might be cold and it'll bounce back, or sometimes your dough just does that. Just let it rest for 15 minutes, come back and keep shaping it and pressing it out. So I'm gonna do this until the entire thing is even in thickness, and then I am going to season it with salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning. Use whatever you want. And then I'm gonna poke holes all throughout it with a fork. So the only thing I've done since shaping is I poked holes in the whole thing with a fork, and I'm gonna season it. Just measure with your heart. Some salt, some onion powder, some garlic powder, and some Italian seasoning. So I use use your favorite pizza sauce. I make the pizza sauce from the Little Tennessee Homes website. It's super easy, it's delicious. So that's what we like to use. All right, that looks good. I like to use a mixture of fresh mozzarella and bag mozzarella, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I'll just put a little layer of shredded my pepperoni. I didn't do it. I like to, sometimes I do cut pepperonis in half so that I can have more with every bite, but anyway, do whatever you and your family like. This is a great meal to prepare ahead. I've done it. I have never made it without putting the dough in the fridge for at least 24 hours, but I have put the dough in the freezer and in the same container and then taken it out, letting it come to room temp and done the same thing, and it works. I know that some people shape the dough, par bake it, and put it in the freezer. I haven't done that yet. I've just gone straight from dough, but it does freeze well and it tastes exactly the same. So if you wanted to stock your freezer up with some dough and just to have the dough ready, you could do that. If you want to par bake, it's just a easy thing to have in the freezer ready for company or game night or busy weekends. Now I'm gonna put some fresh mozzarella. Top it off with some more shredded cheese. You can never have enough cheese. Nice, generous layer. We like to cook it on the pellet grill for about 25 minutes at 425. I'm sure it will cook the same in the oven. You'll have to adjust for your specific oven, but if you do have a smoker, it really is next level. I highly recommend you try even a Red Baron on the smoker. My husband has a video about that. We put a Red Baron out there and it was delicious. Okay, so I got plenty of cheese. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit Italian seasoning over the top. All right, and we'll come back after it cooks to show you what it's looking like.